Konnichiwa, hello, my name is Miki and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Milani Screen Queen Natural Finish Foundation. Now, I have been eyeing this for a little while now and I finally got my shade. My shade was actually sold out for a while, but here it is. Now, if you guys are new here or you enjoy my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you know when I post my videos. And my disclaimer, if you are super sensitive to profanity or if you are easily offended, this is not the place for you. I'm a no filter bitch and I have no idea what's gonna come out of this mouth, so keep that in mind while you're watching. So if you're interested in how the Milani Screen Queen Natural Foundation works, then just stay tuned. Okay, so I put some powdered brows on. I'm kind of in a hurry right now because I have to take Lulu to the vet because today is the only time they're giving out shots. And then after that, I have to go to Costco because we are running out of toilet paper. And, you know, I'm feeling a little anxious about that because I have not been able to find toilet paper at Costco for a while now. So I need to get on that. Also, I rearranged my room because I got a new desk. And so I'm still working on like lighting and stuff because I had to unplug everything, get everything resituated. So I'm sorry if the lighting is a little off. Let's get into a little bit about the Milani Screen Queen Foundation. Now, this claims that it is a natural finish foundation. I got this in the shade 110, which is cool porcelain. And I'm just going to read what they got here on the website. I'm really surprised at this because I just pulled it up on the website and look at all the shades. I counted, there is 45 shades of this foundation, which I just think is absolutely amazing. Now, the other thing that it has on here is digital blue light filter. So I'm guessing that this is going to block the blue light from any kind of computers or phones that you'd be looking at all day. It says break up with blue light. You're on your phone 24/7. We're not mad at you, but your skin might be because the blue light coming from your devices could be doing some serious damage. Level up your skin's digital defense with Milani's new Screen Queen Foundation. Created to give you woke up like this effortlessly perfected skin, this buildable light to medium coverage foundation blends seamlessly and blurs imperfections for an even, luminous, natural skin finish. Now, this is made with digital blue light filter technology. First of its kind formula helps fight the signs of digital damage, dullness, discoloration, and hyperpigmentation to keep your skin on point no matter how much screen time you clock. That's a lot of big claims. Basically, there's skincare in here, not only to block blue light, but it's supposed to help dullness, discoloration, and hyperpigmentation, which I have a lot of, and I just don't really see a foundation doing that, but we're gonna find out. Now, this retails for $13.99, and there is one fluid ounce in here, so just like any other foundation. Now, per usual, I'm gonna go in with one side brush, one side sponge. I actually don't have my flat top kabuki brush anymore from BS Mall, but I did get a new one from Amazon, and it's basically the exact same thing, but just one single brush. This is the flat kabuki from Lamora, and I got this on Amazon. I'll leave it down in the link below if you guys are interested, but I'm still really liking this brush as well. So on this side, I'm going to be going in with the Juno & Co sponge, and then on this side, I'm going to be going in with the flat top kabuki brush. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a nice, good shake. So let's go ahead and see. There we go. Okay, that's a weird pump. It's like got quite a bit of pressure on it. All right, so I'm going to take this much, and we're just going to go right on in with the sponge here. See just how well this works. Ooh, the smell is very nice. Very, it's not super highly scented. I feel like the sponge kind of just soaked everything up. Like there's really no coverage going on here on the side of my face. I don't know what this is. Is this gonna cover anything at all? Like I know it said light to medium coverage, but this is almost like no coverage. All right, so I'm gonna go in again with some more foundation, and that is literally all the foundation. Am I doing this wrong? Is it supposed to be like this light coverage? Wow, this is very light. I'm not sure I like how light the coverage is right now, especially with all the shit going on my face. Like I have a lot of acne kind of healing on my face right now, so I have a lot of redness. So this is probably not the best foundation for redness, that's for sure, because it's not going to cover shit. So I have one layer down on this side, and I'm just really not seeing anything, and that's probably because it's a sponge. Sponge usually soaks up a lot of the product, so I'm just going to go in with my kabuki brush, and I'm just going to take one full pump on the brush like so and just apply this to the face. Hopefully this gives me a little bit more coverage. All right, so the brush is definitely giving me a lot more coverage. Like I can actually see the product on my face now. It doesn't feel like foundation at all. I actually feel like I just put moisturizer on my face instead of foundation. So I really like the way this feels. Okay, so it kind of does like even out kind of the redness just a little bit. Because there isn't that much coverage, it's not doing too much to the redness, but it's doing something to my skin where it's kind of taking all the stuff that's on my face, like the acne scarring, the redness, some of the active acne that I have going on, and it's definitely minimizing the way they look. I definitely prefer the brush side much more than the sponge side. So I'm going to go ahead and add another pump to the back of my hand, and we're just going to work this into both sides of my face so I get like an even coverage. One thing I'm noticing after I put another layer here on the brush side is that this does build, but you have to work quickly because once it sets, you can kind of feel it like drying down. I don't mean like drying down like a matte foundation, but you can tell that the foundation is now like trying to sink into your skin, trying to merge with it. And I really, really like that feeling because it's not like tight, kind of like a matte foundation. At least for me, whenever I put on a matte foundation, I can feel it kind of drying out my skin a little bit. I'm really pleasantly surprised by this because even though this is drying down, I can't actually feel it dry down on my face. Hopefully that's making sense. Like I can feel it dry down, but it doesn't feel drying to the skin. That's what I'm trying to say. Drinking till the sun comes up. Better than feeling like I need your love. Dancing till my legs go. So I got the second layer down and I'm starting to really like this foundation. I know I was kind of like talking smack about it earlier, but now that it's kind of sinking into my skin, meshing with my skin a little more, I just really like the way it feels like on my face. Now it's not really sticking to my nose, but that's kind of a me problem because lately I found that no matter what I put on my nose, it just doesn't want to stick. So it's like being really fucking weird about it. But I like the fact that this does not cling to any of my dryness. And I have a lot of dryness because I started using my tretinoin again, especially in my hard areas here. Again, I call this area my hard area because it's where I have my adult acne, and adult acne is a lot harder to take care of than just regular acne. And so I am really pleasantly surprised by this because it feels so freaking nice. My pores look not completely gone, but they're very, very minimized, especially in this area here. I call this like, I should just call this my Bermuda Triangle because this whole triangular area just has so many pores. It's so freaking porous. It's like a veil over my skin to make it look nicer and not as broken out as it normally does, which I really, really like. I feel like this is my skin, but better. I'm pretty sure there's something called your skin, but better out there. But this is actually, like, I really like this. I don't know why, but I can't stop looking at this area here because normally it looks a hot mess. But right now it just looks a lot more even toned. There is still a little bit of redness peeking through, but that doesn't really bother me because it's something that I just deal with on a daily basis. When you're this fucking ghostly pale, you can't really hide the redness as much as you would like to. So I scooted it a little closer so you guys can see a little bit more what's going on my face. Now I have this little like dry scabby here, but I'm trying not to pick it on my face as much as possible. So we're just gonna leave that guy there. Even on the sides of my nose, it's not like stupid porous like it normally is. And it's just, wow, I really, really like this foundation. I'm really surprised. Now, I'm not going to set this because I just really, really love the way it looks right now. I feel like this is truly a no makeup foundation, especially if you want your skin to look better, but that's just right now. So I'm going to go about my day wearing this. Again, I have to take Lilu to the vet to get her booster shot. Then I have to go to Costco, and then I'll be back to probably do my first check-in. Now I'm going to call the check-in time, and your girl is up early today. It is 10:15, so the check-in time will be 10:15. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some mascara, probably a little bit of lip gloss, get my ass out the door, and I will check in with you guys in a couple of hours. All right, so the time is now 12:13, so I've been wearing this foundation for about 2 hours now. I'm gonna have a few little marks here from my nose pads, but I know I said I didn't set this foundation, and I didn't. I only set this part here where my glasses rest, and even though I've only been wearing this for 2 hours, it's kind of already breaking down in some parts. So I'm going to scoot up closer so you guys can see like what's really going on in my face. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I have a lot of separation going on here on like my mustache area. And then my forehead is already kind of creasing. If my camera would just fucking focus, you can see there's a little bit of creasing here on both sides. The nose area looks pretty damn good, especially for 2 hours of wear, because normally I get like really porous and kind of cakey. Aside from this little like separation bit here on the side of my mouth, I still really like this foundation. Now, of course, I still have creasing, a little bit of dryness here on my chin, but that's normal for every foundation that I ever wear. So I am gonna go about the rest of my day and wear this for a little longer. I'm gonna wear it for as long as possible, and hopefully it works out and it doesn't like rub off completely throughout the day. I am super fucking tired because I've been up since 7:30 and I couldn't go back to sleep. And so yeah, I might get a little nap in later on, but we're gonna test this out a little longer, see what happens. I didn't even put mascara on because I didn't even have time to put mascara on during the first part of the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and wear this a little longer and then I'll see you guys in my next check-in. Good morning, everybody. I just woke up from a nap, so that is why my hair be looking super gnarly. The time is now 5:35, so I have worn this foundation for 7 hours, a little over 7 hours, and I can definitely start to feel it break down. And like I mentioned, I did take a nap, so there are a few things on my face missing, but I don't know why, because I didn't touch my face unless I touched my face while I was sleeping, which I don't know if I do or not. I didn't actually like knowingly rub anything on my face when I fall asleep. I don't move around, so it's not like I was, you know, rubbing my face purposefully on anything. I'm gonna scoot in a little bit so we can see what the hell is going on this mug. I don't know why up here, but I have some foundation that has rubbed off like right above my lip area here. I didn't touch this area, so I don't know why it's rubbed off. There's still a lot of creasing here in my little chin area. The foundation on the side of my nose is starting to get porous. Do you see like how porous it is on the side of my nose here? Again, don't mind these because these are just from my glasses. I can't really help that. Before, where I mentioned it was starting to separate, it has definitely separated like 5 times more than it was before. So it is pretty freaking separated. Actually, it's basically separating all throughout my face. Here, I don't know what the hell happened. The only thing I can really think of was that when I was taking Lulu to the vet, she got on top of me and she does this thing where she like sits on my lap because she still thinks she's small enough and that she's a lap dog, and then she puts all her weight like on my chest, and sometimes she like shoves her face or her neck area into my face. So I think that is where this area kind of rubbed off, because she was just putting all her weight. Like you can even see like the little marks of foundation there. So this has definitely rubbed off on my neck area here. This area I do know that I kind of rubbed myself because I was cuddling with the blanket like this. So I do know that this area is kind of my fault. But again, you can really see all the separating that's going on. Like it's not just this area now, it's this entire cheek area, chin area, above the lip area, and even on my creases here, you can see that the foundation has kind of just seeped right in. And yeah, so this entire thing is now separating off of my face. Now, when I first pumped this out of the bottle, I thought it was going to be more of a thicker consistency, but I think that the pump is a little stiff, so it makes it seem like the product inside is going to be a lot thicker, but the consistency is actually very light. It's very blendable and spreadable. Now, this claims to be light to medium coverage. Do I think that I can get this to a medium coverage? Maybe if I actually sat here and like worked on it. Maybe if I use one of the microfiber sponges, the sponges with the little hairs, or the Tati Beauty Blendiful, I know that those two will definitely give me more coverage. So I'm going to be trying this out because I really do like the way it made my skin look. So the claim that they have on here that says Luminous Natural Skin Finish, I totally agree with that. This gives you a very nice skin-like finish. Even now, like from far away, when I scooted back from the camera, I'm looking in the viewfinder and my skin actually still looks really good, aside from all the separating that you can see when you get up closer. I really like this for more natural days. Even like today, I'm just wearing, that's literally all I'm wearing is eyebrow powder. I'm not wearing any mascara or concealer or anything. I legit walked out of the house with just foundation and powder brows, which never really happens. But again, I was in a hurry. So I am just really excited about this because I want to try it with some other tools, kind of like I mentioned earlier with the microfiber and the Blendiful, because I do want to see if you can build this up to medium coverage. Because if you can build this up to medium coverage, I feel like this is going to be one of my favorite foundations because of the finish and just the way that it looks. It gives you that dewy, luminous, skin-like glow from within type of look, and I love that. The only problem I have with this is that it does separate quite a bit with only a couple hours of wear, because I think the first 2 hours after I wore this, it was already breaking down on the sides of my mouth. So I do believe if you powder this very lightly, then you will be able to wear this for more than 6 hours, because I'm already at the 7-hour mark and a lot of it has rubbed off or separated off or looked like it's just kind of come off my face. So I think that if you set this very lightly with the powder, you will get a longer wear with it. Also, it comes in 45 fucking shades. What drugstore has 45 fucking shades of foundation? Maybe NYX, I'm not sure, but I think NYX may have had like 30 something foundations. I don't know. All I know is that there's 45 fucking shades in this, and that to me is amazing. Now, did I really like dissect the shade range? No. So I don't really remember if everyone's equally included in this, but the fact that there's 45 shades to me for a drugstore brand just says a lot. Also, the price point of this is pretty amazing. It's $13, and if you're in the search for something that's a little bit more lighter and you have better skin than I do, but you still want a little bit more coverage to kind of even out your tone or brighten your skin, totally recommend this. All right, you guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you did, please hit a thumbs up and don't forget to click that big red button that says subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you know when I post my videos. And as always, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, or if you simply want to talk shit, leave it in the comment section below, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.
Dancing till my legs go numb, till I go numb. Dancing till my legs go numb.